Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the August 6th, 2025 City of Rome Zoning Board of Appeals meeting. It is approximately 6:30 p.m. and I am going to call to order the meeting and do a roll call attendance vote. Raymond Tucker.
Present.
Joe Pascoletti.
Present.
Jim DeCastro.
Here.
John Maggiolino.
Present.
And I'm John Cervello. From the Corporation Counsel's Office, we have Angie Toomey, and from the Codes Office, we have Mark Domenico. So we have 3 items on the agenda for tonight. The first item is 25-008. James Kenny, owner of 1743 North George Street, is seeking to install a fence along the side and rear property line at a height of 8 feet. Requires an area variance because in an R1 zone, the code says that accessory structures and uses are in that section. It exceeds the height. And section 2, fence height in residential districts. Fences are permitted in all yards and are subject to the following maximum heights unless any state or local code or a specific regulation of the zoning code requires a taller height. And all lots, side and rear yard is 72 inches. I'm going to entertain a motion to table this.
So moved.
All right, Mr. Tucker.
Second it.
Second by Mr. Maggiolino. Anybody want to discuss? Well, just say the reason. At this point, the applicant has withdrawn this application, so we're going to table just in case they happen to come back. But at this point, they have withdrawn. All in favor of tabling 25008, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Motion is carried. Second item on the agenda, 25009. Gregory and Brandy Geddick, owners of 7193 Brickmeyer Road, are seeking to construct an addition to the house that will encroach within the side yard setback 23 feet. The building setback will be 7 feet to the side lot line. This requires an area variance. It's located in an agricultural district, and in that district, the Rome Zoning Code Table 80-5-1, natural resource districts, dimensional standards in the agricultural district require a 30-yard or 30-foot side yard setback. Okay, is there anybody here to represent this project? Okay. Anybody who's wishing to speak, please come up to the microphone. Please state your name, your address, and your relationship to the project. Looks like you got identified as the speaker for this.
You might just need to turn on the mic.
Yeah, see if it's on first. And you could
take
take it out. All right, yeah.
There we go.
All right, perfect.
You
Okay.
can pull it right out of there and hold it. So.
Okay.
Okay, state your name, address, and relationship to the project.
Okay. My name is Brandy Geddick. I live at 7193 Rickmeyer Road, and I am co-owner of the property.
All right, Ms. Geddick, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. So you're looking for an area variance.
Yes, sir.
You filled out an application. Within that application, there were standards that we like to see within the area variance. I'm going to read those into the record, and then when you tell us about your project, please try to address each one of them. I don't know if you have your application in front of you or
I
not.
do not. I did not bring it with me.
I'm not worried about it. Not that I'm not worried about it, but we'll probably ask some questions if you do not address what we're hoping to that you
Okay.
address. All right. Standards we look at, there's 5 of them. Number 1, whether an undesirable change will be produced in the character of the neighborhood or a detriment to nearby properties will be created by the granting of the area variance. Number 2, whether the benefits sought by the applicant can be achieved by some method feasible for the applicant to pursue other than an area variance. Number 3, whether the requested area variance is substantial. Number 4, whether the proposed variance will have an adverse effect or impact on the physical or environmental conditions in the neighborhood or district. And number 5, whether the alleged difficulty was self-created, which consideration shall be relevant to the decision of the Board of Appeals, but shall not necessarily preclude the granting of the area variance. So based on that, on your application that you submitted, which is very thorough, can you please just give us a description of what you guys want to do, and then we'll go from there.
So we're looking to tear down the pre-existing breezeway and 2-stall garage that really kind of only fits one vehicle in it nowadays. And what we're looking to do is bring out the garage so it is in line with the front porch. It would then hold 3 vehicles, and then once the garage ends, we're looking to put a living, dining, kitchen area and relocating those rooms into the back behind the garage.
Just kind of explain what other options you looked at, maybe?
So we did look at putting the garage on the other side of the home. There is a larger area there, but because all of our utilities come in on that side of the house, it was not a feasible option. We looked at putting it behind the house. We ran into problems with the septic tank. And we also still have a dry well that also is underneath the kitchen. So basically the whole backyard, other than behind the garage, we cannot dig
Okay.
up.
All right, so we might have some questions. Let's just leave it
Okay.
at that, but we also have another, we have a public portion of the meeting as well that we like to see if anybody would like to say anything about it. And we'll read into record any comments from your neighbors or anything like that. So at this point, I'm going to open it up to the public regarding item 25-009. Is there anybody wishing to speak regarding this item? Nobody? All right, we're going to close the public portion. Any comments from the neighbors? Mr. Domenico?
No.
No? All right. And then, yeah, here we go. So from the Department of Planning, Oneida County Department of Planning, regarding project at 7193 Rickmeyer Road, area variance for garage and breezeway, side yard setback of 7 feet. The box for no recommendation as to final action has been checked, dated 7/8/2025, signed by James J. Genovese, the second Commissioner of Planning. Okay. Any board members have any questions? So from the front, it's going to be a 3-car across,
It's gonna be a 3-car.
and then the living space is going to be behind.
It will. And then the new breezeway will combine the old structure and the new structure together.
Fully heated breeze, like, so it's
Fully
all
heated.
connected without a problem?
Yep, it's
Okay.
gonna be open to both. We're basically gonna take the door that is closing off our house to the breezeway now and making it without a door and just an opening
up, yeah.
archway.
Mhm.
And then our goal is to turn our pre-existing kitchen into an office. And then our dining room will
All
be,
that new stuff will. Will be
like we're
all
just
new.
reallocating space so
Okay.
that we can have a master bedroom again.
There you go. It's always important. All right, awesome. All right, no more questions from the board then? We're going to go for a vote then. Mr. Tucker,
Approval.
you're in favor? Is that what you said? All right, Mr. Tucker. Thank you. Mr. Pasqualetti. All right, thank you. Mr. DeCastro. Thank you. Mr. Maggiolino.
Also in favor.
All right, thank you, Mr. Maggiolino, and I am as well, 5-0. Congratulations. You guys got approved, and just make sure before you do anything, talk to Mr. Domenico, get yourself a building permit, and that's it.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Good luck.
Thanks.
Yep.
Quick question, would you like us to stay or?
No, you guys can go.
All right, thank you.
Yep. All right. Next on the
Hello.
agenda.
Yeah, I just sent you a text. I said easy peasy, huh?
Oh,
What the fuck, over?
Somebody's online.
did
You
we,
gotta-
hold on.
Can you mute him?
That's the,
He muted it. Okay, now you're good.
we're good?
Because he muted himself.
Okay. I don't know. What's his name? Yeah, yeah. Okay, next item on the agenda. Item 25-010. Mike Marone, owner of 217 North Washington Street, is seeking to convert the building into a personal care business. This requires a use variance because in the RP zone, Rome zoning code, section 80-12.2, use matrix does not allow personal care as one of the allowed uses. Is anybody here to represent this project? Same routine as last time. If you're going to be speaking, come on down and introduce yourself to us. Let us know who you are, what your address is, and what your relationship to the project is.
You go. Okay.
Good evening.
All right.
I am Michael Marone. I am the owner of 217 North Washington Road.
And you're the owner. All right, Mr. Marone, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right. Will you be speaking, sir?
Potentially, if,
You want to just do it right now and get it over with?
Gabriel Hage, Hage and Hage LLC. I'm an attorney from Utica, Mr. Marone's attorney.
All right. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, of course.
All right. Awesome. Okay. Where am I going here? You know what? I don't have the original app here, Mark. All I have is, yeah, why don't I not have that?
Oh, you need the whole. Oh,
No, I need all the standards and everything.
Here. Where's the application?
I should know them by now.
the application should be. in the-
Oh, yeah, you're right. Hold on. Yeah,
That's a very.
I got it. It's usually the second page. Don't get me off my rhythm here. All right, so just like the last one was an area variance. This one's a use variance. There are certain standards that we have to consider, with requests such as this, and I'm going to read them into the record, and then you can please address them when it's your turn to speak. Number one, when the appellant cannot realize a reasonable return, provided that lack of return is substantial as demonstrated by competent financial evidence. Number two, the alleged hardship relating to the property in question is unique and does not apply to a substantial portion of the district or neighborhood. Number three, the requested use variance, if granted, will not alter the essential character of the neighborhood, and the alleged hardship has not been self-created. Again, tell us what your issue is or what your plan is, and please try to address each one of those when you
Sure.
give us your explanation.
My plan so I bought the building from, he's a lawyer, John, or
Greg.
Greg Medicola. So I know Greg, and he was selling the building. I'm a photographer. I actually photographed the entire building. I loved it. I was like, this is a really nice building. Once my friend Will listed it, I was like, I want to buy this building. I own residential properties in Utica right now, and I bought this thinking that I could just buy it and kind of, rent it to whomever business I want to, and I didn't really understand the zoning codes and whatnot. So when I had an individual that was a hairdresser wanting to move in there, and there was a plumber that was on the Rome list that I think you and I talked about that, and we contacted the board or the zoning department for a building permit. They're like, hey, what do you mean you need a plumbing permit for that building? That building is not zoned for that. And that's where this whole thing kind of started. And I had two tenants in there. I ceased operations for them because obviously they can't operate. So really my ask for this is that I want to have a building where I can rent to individuals in the esthetician space, maybe Botox salon, like a hair salon, nail salon, whatever the case may be, in a personal care realm. And that was kind of my idea behind it, because I'm also a photographer, and if I can have a space there where I can capture portraits, headshots, and whatnot, I would like to do that. And again, from this is I didn't realize that owning this building, I couldn't do that. Again, I've owned residential properties. So, and I have invested some money into it. I've painted it, painted the place. I've tried to pay for the plumbing for her, or she paid for the plumbing. I've helped her with the flooring for the space and everything else. And then the downstairs, I also painted myself. I just had to put a water heater in there. So really, I'm just looking to rent it and just kind of have business in there. That's really my thought process. And the reason why I invested in Rome is because of Brad Waters. He owns Sentinel Media Company. He said, "Hey, Rome's coming up," and I've seen it myself, and I just really wanted to kind of be a part of it. That's really the case. I don't know if I explained myself well enough.
No, that's good. Yeah, I mean,
If I may add to that,
Sure.
this, the application is filled with, is what my client discussed, his financial efforts into refurbishing the place. And unfortunately, just with the tenant attraction he's been able to get, he hasn't been able to get his return back for the expenses he's paid and the expenses he's still bearing now. And so that's why we're here before them.
okay. I mean, so the standards we really have to keep tight. So if you can try to address each, I mean, as the attorney, probably, I assume you're prepared to address each one of the standards. Just give us an explanation on each one, or, yeah, why don't we do that first, and then we can move on to public question.
Well, sure, of course. So the application is filled with receipts that have been spent by my client to fix the interior of the building. And in addition, I think I mentioned there that he has a mortgage, and which he's making ongoing payments on that, of course. And the tenants that he found to move into the place can't move in, so he hasn't been able to generate enough revenue to see his return back, especially considering the expenses he has paid. For example, I think there's let's see, there are several receipts totaling in about a little over $1,000, all for Lowe's receipts and Home Depot receipts to refurbish the interior. And let's see, that was Exhibit C, I believe.
Yeah, we've got, I think the financials are at least documented.
Yes.
So,
yes.
not saying that it's but I think you've documented number one.
Yes. So
significant.
moving on to number two, as far as we know, it is a situation that's unique to this particular property. The neighborhood is filled with residential and commercial, and as far as we're aware, nobody's haven't had any difficulty in filling any of those spaces or getting those properties filled. It's just my client's issue at 217. And also, doesn't seem to be an issue with the city at large either. It's just at this particular location, so it is unique to his property. With number three, personal care businesses would certainly not alter the character or the essential character of this neighborhood. It's currently a commercial business or residential. So these personal care businesses could theoretically offer services to all those people who are there for business, people who are there for residential. So in theory, we think that these uses would not alter but enhance the neighborhood, not really change it. I believe that under the circumstances, this is certainly not a self-created problem. He's tried to find tenants. He's found some. They just can't come in because of a technicality. So I guess that's my argument.
That's at least addressing each one of them. Good. We might have some additional questions on that, but we at least can open it up to the public. And we'll just go along in the process, and we'll have some questions that our public just left. So, all right, let me open up the public side of it, and then we can get to the nuts and bolts of that. All right, anybody wishing to speak on this item, which is, what's the number again? 25-010. You're right back. All right. Nobody wishing to speak. All right, public portion is closed. Anything else from anybody? Okay. So at this point, we can get to the questions from the board. Does anybody have any questions?
I see you had $1,000 mortgage payment.
Can
So
you turn your mic on?
My mortgage is $16.99. I pay $150 for internet. I pay water, obviously, and electric and gas and utilities.
Yeah, but you say the mortgage, taxes, the heating, insurance bill, $2,000. That all helps with your fight.
Yeah. I mean, if we didn't state that, my apologies, but yeah. So I pay. So my expenses for the building every month without any repairs is $2,500 roughly, just based on electric, mortgage. So the mortgage is the mortgage, taxes, and insurance are all aggregated into that one $16.99. The Spectrum bill of the internet is $150. I signed up for 3 years for that, so that's a kind of a thing where I'm in contract for 3 years, and then I don't know what happens if I break that, but who knows. And then The water bill obviously is probably 150 every 3 months. So that's $50 a month. And then the electric and gas on average in the wintertime is like 400. In the summertime, it's like 250. And then, things like the water heater just went, and I just had to spend 2,500 on that. And I painted the downstairs to attract more people in there. And that was something where I bought the paint and the buckets and, all the stuff, and I
Yeah.
did it myself. And then I had to, since my busy season came up, I had to hire somebody to go in there and paint for me. So I spent maybe 1,500 on that for paint and everything. And there are other things I want to kind of, so my whole thing is that if I buy a property, I invest in it. I don't just like leave it to go to crap. Like I kind of care about it. It's something, yeah, it's something where I want to take the profit, put it back into the building, and keep on building that building up. And kind of getting more equity out of it and alleviating the taxes for obvious reasons. So it's not something where I just kind of leave it be. I also paid a guy $1,000 for lawn care because I owned the lot next to it. And my idea is that if I can keep this building, if the variance goes through, that I can develop that lot next to it, which is now empty. So it's something where I've talked to Mark about maybe a garden or really whatever can fit the space. So I'm not just a guy that has a building that's gonna, leave it. I'm somebody that's gonna care about it and invest into the future. So.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you as well.
Anybody else? Who is your real estate agent?
Will Bradley.
Will
Well,
Bradley?
he was the one that I
Okay.
mean, we're in this group together. We network every Tuesday. So, I've known Will since high school, so I kind of grew up with him and his family. So he hired me to capture the place, and when I walked around it, I just kind of I didn't fall in love. I hate to say that because it's a building, but like I've seen a lot of properties from being in the business, and I'm like, this is a really nice property. I don't, when I saw the price, I was like, I have to have it. That's
Right.
pretty much.
And when did you purchase property?
I closed on this mid-January of 2025. And again, this went through the tornado. So I was actually under contract in July. And I was under contract for 3 days. And then the tornado hit, ripped the roof off, the siding, the windows. So for 6 months, I had to wait until everything was fixed to actually acquire the building.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else? Good. Raymond, we're gonna go through. I'm gonna start. Hold on. I think we need to do a short form seeker on this one. Okay.
I'll make a motion. Make a motion for a negative declaration on a non-coordinated review of a seeker.
Okay, thanks.
So move.
Okay, thank you. On the seeker, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Okay, seeker is all set. All right, on the question of 25-010, Mike Marone, owner of 217 North Washington, is seeking to convert the building into a personal care business. The use variance required under Rome zoning code section 80-12.2 use matrix and an RP. It is not an allowed use for personal care. Raymond, I'm gonna start down at the end with you as well. Again,
I'm in favor.
thank you. Mr. Pascoletti.
In favor.
All right, Mr. DeCastro.
I'm also in favor.
All right. Mr. Maggiolino.
I'm in favor.
All right. So, I mean, you got your 4 votes already, right?
It's usually me.
I know. All right. So, again, we have an ongoing issue in this town of people purchasing properties that they expect to be able to use what they use. And for you, your expectation was 100% probably valid because just within, stone's throw, you have personal care offices or personal care places there.
Sure.
Already. And so I think that, there's a reason why that you felt that expectation. So, I think that you're gonna do a good job for the neighborhood and you're gonna be able to, make a change or at least be positive for the neighborhood. So I am actually gonna vote yes on this one as well. So you guys, that's, yeah, I know, right? I know. No. Listen, you guys already passed, so you would have been fine. I just needed to. Yeah. So I just feel that, yeah, that's the way I'm going. So again, you're good to go. Personal
No, I
care,
think John's right. If you know your real estate agent,
yes.
you should be telling them, hey, you didn't do me any favors here in the due diligence for use.
And that's, I mean, I'll be honest with you, I love Will. Sometimes he just doesn't, and I find this with a lot of real estate agents that they just don't understand.
It's not a will thing. It's definitely,
So as you purchase more properties in the future.
check this out first.
Check the zoning prior.
So this was a whole, like, I just told Gabe, everything in life that I do is for a reason. I learned a lot during this process. And I do want to buy more properties, but now I know there's maps and there's like, I didn't know any of this until today.
You shouldn't even be here. We're gonna probably make this suggestion. Because what goes on, you should not have to be here because you wasted months with.
Yeah.
It should be in the.
It should be an allowed use
So we're gonna.
as of right. Yeah.
I would assume it was, okay.
I would have too, but we're gonna have to make a recommendation then because now you've wasted months in rent, time on your thing, so.
Are you making a motion that we make a recommendation to
I was
the,
gonna make one, because we should talk about it for a minute.
okay.
Just reading it.
All right. So, all right. You guys are approved. You guys are approved. Make sure, I mean, I assume you're ready to go, but just make sure you talk to Mark beforehand to just make sure you got all your
Because now we have to get a building
ducks in a row.
permit and then the architect to deem it safe for occupancy.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
So you're good to go. We're gonna have to, we'll talk amongst ourselves. If you guys want to listen, that's fine, because if you're buying more properties in the city, you might want to hear what we have to say. But yeah, congratulations and good luck.
And this is all recorded for like, so will you record this so I can watch it later?
Yeah, it's good. It's good watching. So I can see you guys sweating when I started talking. Yeah.
I was like, what is he doing? I was like, no.
That's what I tried to.
Cliffhanger.
All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. Yep. You got it.
Have a good night.
All right.
I'll call you tomorrow.
So, personal services, which is what this is. Let me read the uses here.
Hold on. Do we want to talk?
There's no reason to.
Yeah. I think we should put it on record.
Yeah. So personal services reads, establishment provides frequent or recurrent needs services for personal nature. Typical uses include, not limited to, now listen to this list: beauty shops, barber shops, tanning salons, electric repair shops, nail salons, laundromats, pet grooming, no boarding, health clubs, dry cleaners, and tailors. So I think that the planning board should, or is the planning board function or a common council function? Or planning board recommended, maybe,
It's common council.
or not planning board, planning department.
What happens is you make a recommendation to the common council. Usually goes through laws and rules committee first. They will then table it and send it to the planning board for deliberation. On the recommendation, it goes back to common council for adoption.
Okay.
I know what you're getting at though, because personal care needs to be defined better.
So I think, yeah, so I think looking at this personally, I think personal care, beauty shops, barber shops, tanning salons, nail salons, health clubs, that has depending on how it's defined, that one was probably an
Right.
interesting one. So maybe not health clubs, those other ones I would maybe recommend that they be special use permits. And then,
Click.
and I think those other uses should be divided out of personal use, because as far as I'm concerned, there's a big difference between a laundromat and a hair salon.
100%.
And especially in the use situation. I mean, look at Colonial and the size of that thing. And
Yep.
how many trips and things like that.
Would you say electrical shop?
Yeah, electric repair shop, how that one got in there is beyond my
Nobody
comprehension.
fixes pots anymore.
Okay.
Nobody fixes anything anymore, you throw it away and buy a new one, but my recommendation would be that the common council reviews that definition and maybe break that apart and adjust the permissions in that zone.
Jim, do you want to second that? Because, all right, awesome. do we have any more discussion on that? And what else? I mean, I think that's valid.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because that, they should not have been before us. No, yep, actually. All right, all in favor of the proposed recommendation to the powers that be, planning or whoever it is, say aye. Aye, opposed, say no. All right, great. That sounds good.
Meeting motion to adjourn.
Yeah, Mr. Maggiolino,
Second.
second by Mr. Tucker. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, motion adjourned. I know.